Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on the official YouTube channel of Westcrest Leading India Private Limited. The official YouTube handle is Legal Theka. We welcome you all in another video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about contract drafting, the most sought after skills for any law graduate or law student. Now, to begin with, we have to understand why contract drafting is important. Now, contract drafting is the most sought after skill because if I talk about drafting in particular, doesn't matter which field you are in, whether you are in litigation or whether you are in corporate field, drafting is something you would always be requiring. So when you are working as in-house legal counsel or in any MNC for the corporate sector, you would be required to draft contract from the scratch. Or when you're working in litigation, you would be required to do drafting of pleadings, drafting of legal notices, etc. So that's why drafting as a whole becomes the most sought after skill for any law graduate or law student. And that's why law students, especially, should start from the beginning to understand and learn the practical aspects of contract drafting rather than just mugging up and learning the Indian Contract Act mere sections because learning mere sections without learning the practical aspects of contract drafting would not be much of use for you. So, in order to help law students and law graduates learn the practical aspects of contract drafting, we, in partnership with QuestCrest Leading India Private Limited, have brought another course, which is contract drafting. It's an 8-week live session course wherein every session will try to teach you all the practical aspects, not just around contract drafting, but also drafting of pleading, drafting of legal notices, everything in a nutshell that is required to excel in legal field. Everything in a nutshell will be taught to all the law students to excel in their legal field and in their legal career. Now, to begin with session by session, our 8-week session course, here's how it looks like. In the first session, we are going to be introducing the law students and all the participants to contract drafting, what exactly contract drafting is, what exactly are the clauses in a contract, why drafting is important, what are the stages in contract drafting, because when you are doing drafting, your work doesn't end in drafting. Your work is to make the contract available for execution, complete the contract, finalize the contract. So in the first session, we are going to be teaching in a nutshell what is drafting and why drafting is important for every law student. Along with that, we are going to be also teaching all the aspects involved from drafting the contract to its execution in a nutshell, so that you are not just have theoretical knowledge of what contract drafting is, what are the clauses, what do they mean, but you'll also have the practical aspects of how exactly do you draft the scratch from scratch, word by word, and what all are the stages that you have to go through in the contract life cycle from contract drafting till its execution. Second session is where all the practical aspects come in force, wherein we will be taking in a situation wherein two parties would be entering into an agreement, all the terms and conditions that have been agreed between them. We will be taking all those situations and we will be teaching you all the practical and live aspects of how to draft each and every clause word by word from scratch so that tomorrow if and when you will be appearing for interviews as in-house legal counsel, you wouldn't be in a state wherein you don't know how to even draft a particular clause. So you would know what a particular clause meant, how it is drafted, how you are going to draft it from word by word basis the situation. So we are going to take multiple situations and we are going to show you how to draft those agreements in relation to that particular situation. In the fourth session, we are going to provide you with the situation and you are going to do the drafting in front of us so that we can understand how much you have learned. Because you can listen us, you can hear us, you can watch us do the drafting from scratch word by word for an entire year, but till the time you don't actually do it yourself, there is no point, and neither you nor us will be able to know how much you have actually learned. So, mere mugging up, mere just seeing the course trainer do the drafting word by word is not of much help till the time you don't actually do it yourself. So that's why to give you an upper edge, to gain edge over other participants, you would have to do drafting by yourself. That's why we have kept the fourth session wherein we will be providing you with the situation. You will be drafting from scratch. We will be there to help you and we will be there to provide you feedback on what you did well, what you didn't do well, what could be better, so that you are actually being trained for the real life scenarios. In the next session, we are going to take another situation wherein the party want to send the legal notice to another party. Here's why legal notice becomes really, really important. It's of utmost importance. First reason being, doesn't matter if you are in corporate or in litigation, you would be required to draft legal notices. So if you want to excel in legal field, gain an advantage in your career, you would want to and need to have experience on how to draft legal notices. So that's why we are going to take a full-fledged situation and we are going to show you how to draft legal notices from scratch, word by word, so that you understand why a legal notice is required, what is the importance of legal notices, how do you draft legal notices so that you can gain upper edge over other participants, whether you are in litigation or whether you are in MNCs working as in-house legal counsel. Now, the sixth and seventh session again became important considering from the aspect of litigation. Whenever you are in litigation, or if you're working as in-house legal counsel, you are coordinating with external lawyers, you would be required to draft pleadings. So, when you would be required to draft pleadings, you should know what pleadings contain, plain, written statement, replication, rejoinder, what all pleadings contain. How do you draft it? We are going to take situation, live situation, and we are going to show you how do you draft an entire plaint, an entire written statement, how all pleadings are being drafted. Further, that's not when the course ends. As we told you, it's an 8-week course, and we are going to help you prepare for the interview so that you just don't have mere practical knowledge. You know how to apply those practical knowledge and skills to get job as in-house legal counsel. There would be live Q&A sessions. There would be interview preparation. Further, post this 8th session, the course doesn't end here. You would be in touch with us. So whenever and wherever you feel you need some assistance in regards to interview preparation or any general query or doubt, you can definitely reach out to us. Post 8th session, that does not, the course will end, but our continuous touch and support will not end. So that's about contract drafting. Our next session is beginning first week of June. Registrations are open. Slots are filling really fast. So you can register today in our drafting course by reaching out on the numbers provided or visiting our website on the link provided. You will also find the link provided in the channel description. Register today to enroll yourself in the contract drafting course and gain